Yeah, I'm gonna run with you, Snag, and I'm gonna run with, let me check your play. Hold on, you can't be no bum. Toxic trying to pull up. No snap.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Keep trying to beat me off line.
Looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
He can't beat me completely off line.
Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You're going to let that happen?
All y'all need to like and share stream.
And they responded to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
How I be playing fuck over there.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook.
It's not that I play parts because the game is fun though.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. They get to Newton and take him down for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said.
I was at the restaurant, but I was at
nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega Whiteside.
No.
In so many ways,
so now you just showed me. Hey, Naruto, bro, why you did that, bro? Why y'all just be joining the party like that, bro?
As fast as possible.
You straight, though. Just don't be loud.
And hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throw left side, complete. It's Holt. All right, nice job.
So how do I play
this challenge? Met and defeated from where I sit.
I'm sorry, bro.
Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
I'm probably finna miss. Yup, I'm cruise. So you only miss with me.
That's a lie.
I don't understand.
That's a lie, Dre.
No, that's my 2-inch sharp. My 2-inch sharp is just.
He shot like shit yesterday. I ain't never seen him shoot that bad.
I'm not meant for parking in there. What the?
Cause your mind
so the
ain't
challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge.
Two-way post score
pulling
up. Don't give up too easily. So they said you give up too easily. I don't blame you, y'all.
First and 10.
You don't gotta play. You got reason to play the game.
First down.
I didn't want to play the Dre after me. I knew I was to play. That's what I'm saying.
Lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly finished.
I'm saying if I ain't have a reason to play, I wouldn't be playing with it.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play right in his hands.
Every time I see him in the game,
no doubt on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Not seeing 2K, Steve Fortnite.
Ball on 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton.
Not Tariq, you know.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on.
They missed, I couldn't even jump.
Unable to keep 2 hands on the ball.
That's all right still,
pretty good until the finish.
But that's all right still, bro. I just got the ball.
3rd and 10.
Because Skillful Fun begged me.
Throwing again is Newton.
I should never be a screen match.
This into the hands of Marvin Hall.
He was like, he'll be entertained.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Oh my soul, I did not try to shoot that.
Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marvin Hall, 70 yards.
Yo, what's up, yo? Don't be if you see me streaming, brother, don't even text me, brother. I hate doing all that text message.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it.
2K selling them, helping them, bro. He's making some cheap bones right now. I feel like trying to boot you right now.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. He's fielded at the 2.
I'll put you this one.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Quarterback Mitchell Trubisky leading out the Chicago Bears.
I think
number 2 overall pick out of Carolina. Big improvements in year 2 for Trubisky. Touchdown spiked from 7 to 24. Yards per game went up by almost 50. And, of course, most importantly, the Bears went from 5 wins to 12 and an NFC North title. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Sorry, you don't usually got to wait in line because Mirax first. So you got to have 2.
On 1st down, Trubisky connecting with Burton here over the middle.
Stop always coming in like a girl.
Right on the 50, a gain of 3.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the most dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game.
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon. And that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
You trying to run it back against them or other foot?
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Them dudes really supposed to win, man. This crap gonna be hot.
Trubisky
I don't even get mad. I be mad, man. You don't get mad when Tariq
the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ryan Smith right there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball.
Win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, they come in bunches.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up.
I don't know. That's where I'll be asking you.
That's where their big tight end is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try to find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
Sounds like you're thinking three is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marvin Hall, 97 yards.
Yeah, but that's what's messed up. I be trying to come when you streaming, but I can't play 2K on this account.
So much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's what you got another to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
I want my 95.
Good on the extra point. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
City girls
will be taken in at the 1.
Whoever picked the City girls,
and he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
He goes back to ice on. This ice on is horrible. I believe a lot better than the kid. Now he just garbage. He gave him Juddy the stick.
Here's Trubisky.
What's up, man?
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Smooth damage.
Seems as if the passing attack starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
You trying to play a mirror game?
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's switch this as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Benjamin in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to.
Like in the head, that's what I'm thinking. Just to see the reaction.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
This is going to be DL
inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Yeah. Okay. We don't get the ball. Then we finally get the ball. I go off and you get a turnover. Nah, we don't get the ball. Oh. I need more hours. Play this crap, bro. Yeah. He's throwing the ball so. And this dude pushing me every time he do the fade somehow. Like he get me out the way. Dream, you always got me muted, so I think you want to do this. You're not talking. Muted? No, I said it. Man, we need a third, man. So you want me to keep this play or you? Cause Mill got a two-way. Or Mill got a two-way, and I got a shot.
The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10.
Fuck that dude. I feel like I want to be the shot right now.
A first down carry by Elliott. Nifty move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs. Because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people. But that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact type of runs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The big
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
This dude gave.
Sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on for training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season. They got it done on that one. The ball was delivered and picked up the completion.
That play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Or a big one.
Now on 2nd and 16.
Take a guess first. Let me see what you can get.
Lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marching in to sack Michael Brockers.
Now take a guess.
That's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain it? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Oh, it's a freaking lightning fade. She hit freaking in front of him. Give me that. Why do they always rip me?
They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
A rim? Nah, rim rebounder. He's tough. You put that like I said, yo. And it's lagging if y'all. I don't think y'all can see them.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 29 yards.
So on the result to be real,
have taken the early lead.
And that's another route the defenders will vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And when it's a running back or another receiver, they sit down on the sideline, you've got a problem.
I did, though. You set that up.
Defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I think green help make you laugh. Good game. So what big you guys getting?
Now Newton on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. J.J. Arcega right side the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So the defense is able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football.
I don't be coming in here trying to tell me what jump shot to put on.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
They get to that point.
It didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden Ultimate Team.
Dude, nothing. Watching freaking TV. I ain't gonna lie, first day of school, everybody be tired, but don't nobody sleep first day of school. They be fucked up. Some people just anxious. Some people just sleeping schedule. What's up, Pedro Castro? What's up, Mir?
All you gotta do is stay up extra late the night before.
Nah, but your body, you don't get it, though. Your body over days, it don't just work like that. Some days you could get 2 hours of sleep and be energized. And one day you could get 2 hours of sleep and be tired of sleep.
I used to be like, I didn't be watching people leave the house at 3:05 in the morning, wondering like,
they're trying to go to stage though.